Let's bring you in now for more insight. National Border Patrol Council Vice President Art Del Cueto. Art, I want to quickly get your reaction because you have our government headed towards a shutdown. Those members of Congress, by the Constitution, will get a paycheck. But your colleagues, the men and women in green, the Border Patrol agents there in Eagle Pass, where Casey is, where I just spent the last 10 days, will go without a paycheck. What is your reaction to that? And do you see that as a fair option for the people on the front line?
I mean, obviously, it's very frustrating. It's scary at the same time for a lot of the individuals that are out there. And yeah, they're putting their lives on the line. And I know eventually they're going to get paid, right? But I've yet to find a gas station that's going to take IOUs for some of these agents as they're having to drive their POVs to and from work. So it is frustrating, but hopefully they can come to a good resolution.
Art, we were also seeing in Casey's report there the miles of razor wire put there by the state of Texas. Governor Abbott's Operation Lone Star, which he stood up in the spring of 2021 to try and get it under control. You're looking now at something I shot, which was the cutting. You see here, the Border Patrol having to let these people through because what happens is these migrants, most of them Venezuelan, have crossed the river and are on U.S. land. They are in the country. They're just on the other side of the wire. And out of the humanitarian crisis of not just single-aged adult men, but women and small children stuck in 100-plus heat, the Border Patrol agents have no choice but under law to get them into custody and keep them, in the worst-case scenario, from dying. But yet, Border Patrol agents are being vilified for having to do that. Your reaction, how frustrated are you about this?
Extremely frustrated that no one has spoken up on behalf of these agents. And you hit the nail on the head. The line of demarcation is not where this wire is set. So the agents are actually performing their duties. These are individuals that are already in the U.S., and the job of the agents is to arrest these people because they're already in the United States. They're doing everything within the law, and of course, you have a lot of individuals that are trying to get more, followers on their social medias. They're using words like treason and everything else. They're pretty much talking about issues that they know nothing about. They don't know the law. I mean, at this point, I think some of these, citizen reporters that are out there trying to get more followers don't even understand the three branches of government, to be honest. And it is frustrating because the agents are not doing anything against the law. It's not that, they're just following orders. And some of the comparisons that are being made to them and other individuals in history that were just following orders. It's very frustrating. The agents are doing everything within the law. They're not violating the law. They're not attacking individuals. I mean, they're doing what needs to be done. Individuals are coming across. They're already in the U.S. Agents are performing their duty by detaining them and getting them over and getting processed. If the finger is going to be pointed at anyone, it should be pointing at this administration, because this administration is the one that has caused these individuals to come across, simply ask for asylum, get vetted through fingerprints, and then get released. The finger should be pointing at the administration, not at these men and women that are out there putting their lives on the line.
In doing so with very damaged, I've got to let you go. I've only got a few seconds, but I have not seen the morale this bad. I haven't seen you guys at a breaking point like this. How do you see it?
You're exactly right. The morale's in the dumps, and it doesn't help when you have individuals that are just waiting for that gotcha moment so they can make the agents be the villains. And, my heart goes out to each and every single one of those individuals that are out there and getting falsely blamed or accused just because somebody else wants to, make a better name for themselves. Thank you for reporting the truth.
All right. Art Del Cueto, National Border Patrol Council Vice President. Art, thank you.
Hey, everyone. I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.